Hi, my name is Joanna. Today I'm going to show you what I call the half-twisted zigzag, half-twisted stockinette zigzag stitch. What this stitch creates is that one row of zigzag and one row of twisted stockinette alternating throughout a scarf. This is done on a long loom. I'm currently almost completed with this scarf. To do this stitch, I'm using a CinDWood 1/2-inch gauge loom. I'm using some a mohair silk blend yarn right now, which is absolutely beautiful and super soft. I'm in love with it. So here's how you do the stitch. With your long loom, your working yarn, you're going to be taking the yarn, and on one side you're going to be doing the twisted stockinette, which looks like an E-wrap, and on the other side you're going to be just sort of wrapping outside, which is zigzag, and you're going back and forth. So for the first one, you're going from the inside, and you're doing twisted stockinette. The opposite side, you're just bringing on the outside. This one, you're bringing up and around. The peg across, you're just wrapping on the outside, you're not twisting. This one, you're going from up and around, and you just keep doing that across the loom, E-wrapping the peg on the one side, simply laying the yarn across on the other side. The last peg, you just do the same thing. Once all the stitches are on, you start knitting over. I like to start working a few stitches on each end. So that way both ends are nice and tight. And you can push down as you go. Making sure that there's only one loop remaining on each of the pegs. You can push it down through to the middle and pull it out. This stitch will work with any number of pegs on a long loom and appropriate yarn for the gauge of the loom. Now coming back, the second row, what you're doing is you're alternating, so that the pegs that on the previous row that you E-wrapped, you're now going to be zigzagging on, and the ones that you zigzagged on, you're going to be E-wrapping. And you can kind of tell, if you look real closely, it's twisted there. So that peg, you want to start with wrapping on the outside, because you want to do that reverse on the second row. And this side, you're going to do the E-wrap, or the twisted stockinette. And it's just like the last row, but it's opposite. So you're bringing the yarn on the outside here and E-wrapping. And as you can see right there, that was a twisted stitch before. In this row, we're not going to twist this stitch. And on the row before, this one wasn't a twisted stitch. and we are going to twist stitch this peg. So it's the same thing as before, except you're working it the opposite way. The last peg you're going to E-wrap. Then once again, you knit over, leaving just one loop on the peg. And like I said, I like to do both ends, knitting off from each end a little bit at a time, and then the middle, so that the edges, otherwise I find the edges sometimes don't become even. And so for this scarf, you just follow that simple pattern of the 2 different ways of wrapping, and you come with this, you end up with a scarf that has a variation of twisted stitches and zigzag stitches, twisted stitch, a zigzag stitch, a twisted stitch, a zigzag stitch. And it gives it kind of a unique, and it's a little bit more fun than just doing your simple twisted stockinette, or sometimes people call it a zigzag. And the opposite side is just as the same. You have a twisted and then a zigzag and a twisted and a zigzag, except it's reversed from the previous side. And that is how you do the half twisted stockinette zigzag stitch on a long loom. And again, this is a CinDWood long loom with a 1/2 inch gauge. And now I'm just about ready to bind off my scarf. I hope you enjoyed this video and find this helpful. Please feel free to watch my other videos on Loom Knitting with Joanna on my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more videos that I plan to make for CinDWood Crafts YouTube channel. Have a great day.